What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Shane Rowe. Guys, grab your Yardies coffee, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're almost there at 100. We're almost there. So let's get us over the line, right? And let's get caffeinated. Now, guys, considering that we have like 10 more games for the rest of the season, every win here is going to be a good win, regardless of truthfully how bad we play. Not my opinion, meaning whether or not we played well, just the fact that we win is all that matters at this stage, right? Now, with that said, we did win our game against Everton at home. But guys, as you would admit, I think, comment down below, it wasn't very convincing. At the end of the day, this team is just kind of scraping by. And as I said at the beginning of the video, as long as they're winning games, I guess that's all we can ask for. When it comes to the defense part of the game, it's one of the most, it's a bit baffling. We kept a clean sheet yesterday. I don't know how we did that. If it was a stronger team, we might have lost that game. And the truth is, come week after next, when we play in the Premier League again, we're going to end up not knowing the outcome of that game, right? I think it's Sheffield United, and you would think that we would just end up getting these points, but we give away too many chances. Our goalkeeper, and again, guys, you comment down below, but my opinion is Onana, if we can get a few good centre-backs in front of Onana, we would never have to worry about the goal again. Considering the amount of shots that he has faced throughout the entire season, and only yesterday alone he's faced at least 20-something shots. He had to make about 6 or 7 saves, somewhere there. And not just any old saves. He was actually keeping the ball out of the net. And our midfield is just not protecting the defense, which is not protecting the goalkeeper. You guys let me know how you feel. But that's another problem area, is the midfield. Not in terms of Maino or Fernandez, but at this point, Casemiro, I don't know if he's just tailoring off at the end of the season, but his passing is getting a little bit more, out of place, let's say that. And not his positioning, his recovery, because he's just slow. So he can't, once he gets beaten, and again, I don't remember him being like this last year, comment guys, but somehow a year makes a whole difference. And the fact that he is still one of the better ones we have as options says something about the quality and depth in our team. You're talking about Eriksen coming off the bench, but the truth is, in terms of recovery and pace, Eriksen isn't much better. And as far as attacking, he's somehow fell off dramatically. You know what I mean? He's not the same player. Again, a year changes a whole lot. But Mason Mount, I don't even know if we'll see him for the rest of the season. Doesn't even make sense starting some of these guys for the rest of the season, and then we end up injuring them by the end of the season. Because if Mason Mount comes in for the last 5 games, if we have 2 points difference chasing Tottenham or Villa, I don't know. I don't know. I think you wouldn't even make sense to risk him. If we can keep them out and try and get into the Champions League spots without them, we do it. And if we don't get there, at least we have like a Mason Mount or Malacia coming back. And it's kind of like having a couple new signings that didn't play for an entire year, but we'd have a couple new signings at the very least, and not have injured players going into another season and we aren't even in the Champions League. So, I don't know. We're in a bit of a pickle when it comes to the attacking side of things. Garnacho, I've said that I can't even say anything bad about Garnacho for the next 2 seasons, because if he falls off next season, for me, he's done the work of 2 seasons in one this season. He's done the left wing work for Rashford. He's done the right wing work for Anthony. He's done the substitution work when he came in off the bench in the first part of the season. He's drawing fouls. He's scoring goals. You can't really ask much more of Garnacho this season. For me, Nacho and Rasmus might be, even Onana might be fighting for players of the season for United. But Garnacho, thank God we got him for right now. I mean, guys, you let me know what you think about Rashford. I don't even know what I just don't see anymore. I just don't see him trying. I just don't see the skill level that used to be there. Okay, the game against Everton, he looked a little bit better, but with all due respect, it's Everton. They're kind of like fighting for relegation, right? So they're not necessarily the strongest team, but we just cannot be dominant against teams that are supposed to be less skilled than us. Let's say that. We gave them so many opportunities to score yesterday, and the only opportunities that we actually created for ourselves was from Garnacho. I mean, Lindelof had a nice little curler that he tried, but for the most part, Garnacho was the entire threat of what we were doing, and we desperately need Rasmus back. Maybe with Garnacho playing like this, he's on the right side, Rashford on the left, and Rasmus coming up the front. Maybe we can try and have a really good charge in the next 10 or 11 games. But Tottenham looks decent. Tottenham look like they're playing well. And although they beat Villa yesterday, Villa still looks like they will have 2 or 3 games where they'll win ahead of us. I can't tell you that we're going to win all our games or get points from all our games because it's that bad. That's how lack of quality and lack of creativity in this team. So for me, it was a good win because we have to get the wins now. There is no, we didn't play well, we didn't, no, just win. Just win. Just win, and we see where we at the end of the season. I mean, what else can you say about this team, right? I mean, Johnny Evans was, playing his heart out yesterday, a 35-year-old centre-back. That's what we have for the manager. So in my opinion, that's the last thing. This is I'm going to end on this, guys. I'm going to end on this. I don't honestly know what we should do with the manager, right? I don't think that he has gotten the players that he wanted or should have gotten or deserved to have as a United coach. So I don't think his playing style has been implemented entirely. If he's not getting the quality players, if he doesn't have players that he does have are always injured, it is not the best assessment of the manager. And also when you think about clubs, for example, like Liverpool and City, I would think that they would understand you back the manager. The project needs a maturity date. It cannot just be one season good, one season bad in terms of we are united, but somehow we're hanging on, but somehow we're still in 6th. And somehow we still have an opportunity to at least get into the Champions League spots with no midfield for the most of the season and 1 to half of a striker for most of the season and a 35-year-old centre-back starting most games. For what he has been given and has, I mean, what do you expect? You can't make water out of wine, or you can't make wine out of water, whichever way it goes. But guys, again, good win, just win, keep the points coming in, and we see where we're at the end of the season. Hopefully, the summer brings a new turning point. But I think we play Liverpool next in the FA Cup. We'll see how that turns out. But as far as the Prem goes, 3 more points in the bag, onwards and upwards. Guys, like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and GGMU. Peace.